Hey, this is CJ Couch. Welcome to Couch Talk.
Couch. C. Cow. Cow. C-O.
Oh, keep spelling, mister.
C-O-U-C-H.
Correct.
I am the smartest man alive!
All right, everybody, here we go. It is Tuesday, February the 5th, 2019, episode number 307 of Couch Talk. I'm sorry I'm coming to you so late, but I just started my new job, motherfuckers, and I'm a little bit buzzed right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm a little bit buzzed. And it might be a buzzcast, a solo buzzcast, and I'm not just by myself. We got Claire laying in the bed with Dinky right now with the microphone ready to go whenever I say, hey, Claire, what's going on? But I'm not saying that yet because we're still in the intro and we got a lot of solo shit to cover. What a week it has been. I started my new job over there at Yellowbird, and I love it so much already. I'm just creating content over there. I'm a content creator. That's what I do best. What a week. What a week. And what a life. I can't believe it happened. It just fucking showed up. Pops into... Pretty buzz. Pops into my lap. It popped right into my lap. Episode number 307 is about to slap. Oh yeah, we're rapping. But I just really love what's going on in Couch Talk. I appreciate all of you for watching, listening, whatever you're doing, whether you're on YouTube or you're just an audio listener on SoundCloud or the iTunes app. I am working on getting it on Spotify for all you Spotify losers and all that other shit. Because there's so many podcast fucking platforms and everybody listens on weird shit. So I'm going to get on all that. But why don't you go to patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk if you'd like to help support the show. That would help making this transition on to all the other apps much easier. Let's say you're somebody who's like, man, I'd really wish CJ was on Spotify. CJ's already on Couch Talk, but if he was on Spotify, it'd be great. And, you know, it would help me if you donated. Patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. Donate $1 once, $1 a month, however you want to do it. Instagram is at CJ Couch Talk. If you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, it is CJCouchTalk@gmail.com. Shout out Bluff God for making the beat. I did not forget to delete the little end part, so we are good. That just ended. How's everybody doing? What's going on? I'm excited. I feel good. Shout out Savannah, the Patreon guest from episode 300 and whatever. 304? 304, I'm going to say. Episode 304 with Savannah Zuber. She brought a bottle of Black Barrel, the Jameson, over and left it. And I decided I'm going to take some shots. So I feel pretty good right now. I'm drinking a little bit of the ginger ale. I have a friend named Jarrell who loves gin. So we call him Gin Jarrell. Right? That's really good. Thank you. Thank you, Claire, for coming in there. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to take a sip break. We're a little early for a sip break, but it's okay. Jameson ginger ale sip break there. I am sorry for no episode on Monday, but I'm making up for that with a new segment. It's called Claire's Couch Thoughts. We will get into that right after Jamstagram, I suppose. But yeah, sorry for no episode on Monday. I literally just started a new job, and it's pretty weird. Not weird, but like the way it worked out yesterday, I'm done with my storage unit. I have no use for it. I'm not going to waste $100 on a month on it. Well, God, I'm not going to waste $100 a month on it anymore. So, what I did was, this is make me a bad person. So what I did was I went to my storage unit. There's a bed in there. There is a couch in there. The first Couch Talk couch is in there. RIP, because it's no longer mine. It's going to be the storage unit's because of what I'm about to tell you. So I took all the shit out of my storage unit that I wanted, and all this shit that I didn't want, I treated it like a dumpster, and I'm just not going to pay for it anymore. And then they can do whatever they want with it. But I had a throwback bong from like fucking 4 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, there's my bong. And I find my bong, and I'm like, oh my God, Claire, I can't believe I found this. I didn't even know it was in here. Crazy. And it was all dirty, and just like, I didn't even know what I want to do with it. So what I did was put it on a dresser cabinet. What would you call that, Claire?
A TV stand.
It was not a TV stand.
It looked like one.
But it's not. It has 3 drawers. Like
the drawers were missing then.
Yeah, I pulled them out. One of the drawers is under the bed. Right? So it's basically a fucking where you put your boxers and like shorts and t-shirts it's like 3 feet tall, and it has 3 cabinet things. You pull them out. I put the bong on that, And as I am transitioning things that I want out of the storage unit, I hit the bong and broke it, and it was just classic. And I left it. So does that make me a bad person to just get everything I want out of the storage unit? And I left a record player that this old guy gave me. For all the hardcore OLs, the old listeners, you will know that I did an episode where I secretly recorded an ex-undercover FBI agent who also served in Vietnam. It's one of the classics, got a lot of feedback on it. A lot of people didn't like the fact that I secretly recorded him, but I like the fact that I fucking edited everything out. No one could know who he was. You couldn't even work with him and know who he was because he wasn't like telling all these. It's a good episode. I don't even know what episode it is. I don't even care if you go back and listen to it because it's the future now. It's 2019. Fuck 2017. I don't give a shit about it. I was still doing wallpaper. We're 2 days into my new job. It's a whole new era. It's a whole new fucking era. I'm not thinking about the days where I used to do wallpaper and come home, and I also painted, and I'd come home and fucking. I've said fuck a lot, dude. Man, bro. I've just been like chilling here, dude, today, like at my place. So what I did today, let's go through it, dude. What have we been up to? What have we been up to?
Are you talking to me?
Just looking at you. What we've been up to is, okay, I'm trying to think. Last time I talked to you was Saturday. There's a lot of pops in this, and I don't know if it's just my shitty microphone headset thing. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not translating onto the audio. But so last time I talked to you was Saturday. So Sunday, what did we do, Claire?
I have no idea.
Put your hand on the thing.
What?
Because you just pressed the button, I think. Because it made this weird noise. Oh, no. It's okay.
I pressed
No,
the
put
button.
your hand on the actual.
This thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to hold it like that. You can hold it more comfortably. I wish I could show you on camera. But I kind of like this Claire off camera. She is just talking. I like that a lot. It's kind of funny. So, what did we do on Sunday?
I have no idea.
Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Okay, so Super Bowl Sunday, I did laundry at a laundromat, and the laundromat did not accept quarters. Claire had a bunch of quarters. We were all excited to go to the laundromat, and now it's this bullshit-ass 2019-ass system where you have to buy a card, which it's only $1, whatever. We all shit dollar bills, and then you take that dollar, and it gives you a card, and now that card has $0 on it, and you add money to it, and now you can use that card with the machines. The problem about that is the machines say insert quarters here, but you can't use quarters. That's so dumb. Why wouldn't you just I understand that they're trying to like make money off these cards and they want everyone to buy them, but why wouldn't you allow the quarters and card system? Because how cool would it be to not have quarters and only have dollars and be able to get the card situation handled? Or how cool would it be to have a bunch of fucking quarters like I had? Remember? I just told you. I had a bunch of quarters. We couldn't use them. Honestly, we traded in $3 of quarters for $3 in dollars. Fair trade. Standard American fair trade. Quarters. That's the cool thing about American money. Even if it would have been 30 dimes, even if, that's still $3. It's not some weird situation where like quarters, I guess quarters are worth more than dimes, but like quarters are worth what they're worth, okay? We're in America. Our foundation is simple. I like it. Do you think we have the best currency in the country, Claire?
In the country, yeah.
What about the world?
It depends what you mean best. Highest valued or, in my opinion, the best currency.
Our drunk podcast.
This is my favorite Couch Talk I've ever listened to already.
Well, it's just a whole full experience. You're sitting, you're here, you're live, you're on set. It's like, do I like listening to Howard Hearn? Do I like listening to Howard Stern, or do I want to sit there?
I kind of feel like Robin. I'm like separated from you in a little.
Who's Robin? I never listened to Howard Stern.
He has like this woman who's also on his show, and she sits in like a
Is
separate
that
box from him.
the African American black woman?
It is the African American black woman.
She's fucking funny.
She is. She's really funny.
Yeah. That show is why I'm here right now. I never really listened to it. I get it. You know, my parents were strict. I couldn't go to Warped Tour. I definitely couldn't listen to Howard Stern. But like, if my dad liked something and it was rated R, I was allowed to watch it. Whatever, you know, it's just fucking bias, implicit. So Sunday, me and Claire Sarah hung out, and then she had. Oh, you totaled your car on Saturday night.
I sure enough did.
Boom. So Saturday night, I thought you did on Monday. I was gonna talk about it, but so what happened, Claire? Saturday night. First, let me say this. Claire leaves, and I'm like, I knew she was gonna get into an accident.
You said please drive safe in a different way than you'll normally say
I
it.
always
to
say,
where I thought like, oh, that was weird.
yeah. So I'm like, please drive safe. And
Check it out
You
on
know.
YouTube to see the look
yeah,
he gave
watch
me.
this on YouTube. Search CJ Couch Talk. I was like, I just knew it. It was foggy night. It was rainy. It was bullshit. I just knew it was coming. So, take me through what happened.
Okay. Well, I was on 95 and then I was in a car accident. There are 3 different accounts of what happened. There's no official police report yet, so I'm not sure I know the official story.
What are the 3 accounts? This is like popping so bad, but I think it's just my fucking headphones and it's freaking me out because I don't know if it's going to be the actual audio. If the audio is really bad, I don't know what happened. Nothing's changed. I'm doing everything exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I don't know what. I'm not holding the mic any different. I'm not hitting this cord. I don't know what's going on right now, but it sounds horrible. And I hope it's just my headphones.
I hope it's your
If
headphones.
it's
too.
not, I'm sorry. I'm not redoing this. It's one take, Tony. One time. We do this once. One time, Claire. I
Okay.
don't go back.
Just once.
You think I'm fucking editing this? No. Okay. So, first perspective I want is the witness.
The witness said that the other vehicle was stopped on the shoulder, and it was like a much larger vehicle than I had. And
It was a tow truck,
yeah, it was a tow truck.
a TT.
Stopped on the shoulder, and I swerved into the shoulder and hit them. That was the witness's account.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay. So, what is the tow truck driver's account?
That he was driving 60 in the right lane, and I hit him somehow in the back of his cab, but not on his tow truck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your account? Everybody who is listening and understanding and not like texting, 2 different stories. Not even close. Not even close. So, what is your story?
I was in the right lane, and then I don't know what happened. I honestly don't remember. I never knew. I don't know. But what I gathered from like the accident and how it looks on my car and how it looks on his car is that he was half in the right lane, half on the shoulder. I don't know if he was merging, but it was where I was driving.
Okay.
That's what I'm pretty sure happened.
For anyone who's listening and like, what? You shouldn't be talking about this. What are you doing? Are you an idiot? No one knows who this is. Do you get that? No one knows.
You're not allowed to talk about your car accidents you've been in?
I don't even want to say anything.
I mean,
But
I feel like
already know.
I'm
that-
explaining all 3 accounts. I could be wrong. Who knows? I haven't seen a police report yet.
All I know is that let's really think about it. No one knows. Like all anyone knows is that Claire is my girlfriend, and it's the name Claire. No last names. There's no social media connections. You have no idea. Okay. So for anyone who's like, shut the fuck up and actually think about. Just think about it. Okay. Jesus.
And like, I was involved. Why can't I talk about it?
Because people are dumb and would think that the other person's lawyer would Google you, and they're so stupid that they think that you would pop up on this Google. This episode
But
would pop up on your Google
if that
search.
person's lawyer called me for whatever reason, I would tell them the exact same thing I just told you.
I understand,
So they
but-
could use this as a recorded statement if they hear this.
But-
Go ahead.
No. There's no way to know who you are.
I
That's
know.
the point. You think I'm just going to let people know who my fucking girlfriend is and let them search her and find her? No. There's a reason. Social media is for this. There's no connection. No one knows who this is. They just think it's my girlfriend named Claire. You have no idea what her last name is or any way to find her. I don't know why I'm so mad right now, but I just
You're
already
very angry with them.
I just already know. I already know that somebody would be listening to this and thinking that, and that is stupid. For everyone else who's listening, my favorite people, on this day, February the 5th, 1997, O.J. Simpson was found liable in the deaths of Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson in civil court. You think he did it?
Of course he did it.
I don't think he did it.
I said of course, though.
I know he did it. Oh no, that's hilarious. What an American like story. You know, like
It's classic American.
it's such an American story. It's like the guy comes from nothing and now he's playing football and he's great. And then he kills somebody, gets away with it, but everyone knows he did it, but he's fucking rich and that's how this country works. And then he gets liable in civil court. No one gives a shit. He's out there signing autographs, getting autographs stolen from him, trying to get those autographs back, going to jail. It's just, the O.J. Simpson saga is something that I think will almost be Shakespearean in its impact on the world. People are going to be like, holy shit, this star, like when you look back in 100 years on American history, there was an African American athlete who came from nothing, who becomes the darling of the United States. The darling. And what does he do? He fucking kills his wife and some dude who was banging her. I don't blame him. And what does he do? He gets away with it. He also goes on a high-speed chase. And when I say high speed, I mean the slowest of speeds. It would be high speed if someone was fucking running. Okay? He went in a Bronco in the back seat with a gun in his mouth, just driving down the highway 30 miles an hour. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Like a fucking bitch. But it worked. Imagine. Okay, how about this? Let's all think about this little thought experiment. It is 2019. Some huge, Russell Wilson. I'm trying to think of Russell Wilson isn't an actual black athlete. I'm trying to think of a black football player who is like every white person's favorite fucking person. Michael Strahan, because it's even retirement and everything. Oh my God. Okay, it's 2019. Michael Strahan, who I have said on Couch Talk, looks like the type of black guy who gets in the all cycling uniforms and rides his like, you know how when you see a group of bicyclists and they're all riding like 35 miles a day together in this group of like 13 to literally it's a group of like 8 to 30 people just hogging up the road. There's never any black people except for one. Michael Strahan is the one, okay? He's that guy. He's that type of guy. Just deal with what I'm saying, okay? You get it. It's funny. Michael Strahan probably invested a lot of money into like a really light bicycle that goes super fast, and he has the outfit and everything. And if you don't believe that, I bet there's pictures on Google. So imagine Michael Strahan is out riding his bike. He's doing a long distance run with his bros, and they get a beer after, and he comes home to this dude obviously just got done smashing his wife, a white woman, and he murders them. And then when it's time to like get him, because he's an obvious suspect just because of the situation, because he is, I believe they had just broken up, or were they still together?
I don't think they were still together.
Yeah, I think they were married but had just gotten divorced or something, and he killed the new dick that was going into her and her as well, which is just a crime of passion. And imagine this is Michael Strahan, though. And then when it's time to get him and his friend that he grew up with forever get into a brand new Suburban. And in the back of that Suburban is Michael Strahan holding a gun to his head, saying he is going to kill himself. And then Michael Strahan goes to court. Do you think Michael Strahan gets away with it?
In 2019?
Yep.
All the same circumstances as OJ?
Yep.
Depends on the jury. I don't know.
I think Michael Strahan... There was a bunch of people thinking that Bill Cosby was like... Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC, so all these people made up this story about him and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, imagine what Michael Strahan's shit would be.
Right.
I bet Michael Strahan was just about to buy NBC. You know, like, it would... I think he would get away with it, honestly. Like, people are like, this OJ thing was once in a lifetime. Dude, Let Michael Strahan kill a motherfucker right now. I guarantee you he gets away with it.
If this happens, this would be a major Couchstradamus.
Couchstradamus. Putting it out there. Michael Strahan murdered 2021. All right. Also, on this day, February the 5th, 2008, the CIA admits to waterboarding suspects. You're not talking? You're not gonna talk. You know, that's how everyone in the CIA talks. Oh! Okay! So you're not fucking talking! You're not talking? I got a jug of water. I got a fucking washcloth. I put it on your fucking head. You ever been waterboarded, Claire?
Only like a few times. No, of course. Who would have waterboarded me?
Some weird
Have
thing.
you?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Added.
Yeah, dude. I used to be into some hardcore shit, dude. No, I've never been waterboarded.
Thank God. We're both lucky for that.
Everybody right now, press pause after I say what I'm about to say. Go to YouTube, search Who is America, Sacha Baron Cohen show. Search Who is America, Dick Cheney. Sacha Baron Cohen plays this character and basically interviews Dick Cheney, and Dick Cheney signs his motherfucking waterboard. It's a gallon of water with no water in it and like a cloth and shit, and it's like a setup. Like the cloth is wrapped around the jug part, you know?
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney signs it and like Dick Cheney is about the most evil person of our generation, I think. And not
Interesting.
our generation, his generation.
Yeah, get him out of ours.
How do you feel about DC?
Everything that I've ever said politically would suggest I don't like him very much.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to be neutral, but I'm not a big fan.
Claire.
Yeah.
Are you a cuck? Are you a cuck, Claire?
No, I just mean I'm trying not to get into how much I hate him because it gets me fired up. I'm not trying to be a cuck.
Claire's like really smart. Do you think that like you were you into that shit growing up?
What?
All the politics?
Not growing up really. I kind of avoided it.
What age?
College.
Of course. So
I guess high school too, but like I got real in college.
got real in college.
Yeah, that's not what I meant to say.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. On this day, last one. Sorry. Is it the last one? Yeah, it is. Sorry for doing this to you. For giving you 3 on this days in a row, but they're pretty good. All right. On this day, February the 5th, 2016, Claire dropped this bomb. Did I drop this bomb on you?
You dropped this bomb
Okay.
on me.
This is nuts, guys. This is nuts. Ready? Are you sure? Do you want it? On this day, February the 5th, 2016, computer hackers attempt to steal $1 billion from the Federal Reserve in New York City. They steal $81 million. You fucking hear that? I said, do you see that almost for the YouTubers? Because I'm watching myself watch myself. So they're trying to steal $1 billion. They steal 81 of them. They got a fucking 919 more to go. Which is a lot, but they still got 81 mil. Pretty solid. They were also using, what was it? Bangladesh?
Bangladesh.
The Bank of like Bangladesh bank codes, which I don't know what that means, but I'm not a fucking hacker or a banker. Claire, do you know what that means?
No idea.
Perfect. So the Bangladesh bank codes, they're using that. They steal $81 million, and someone commits a typo in this hacker group, and it alerts the authorities. I said this to Claire before this. That is like you're robbing a bank, and everything's going perfect. Everything is perfect. You're in there. You told everybody, get the fuck down. Get the fuck down. Get the fuck down. You know what I mean? You're like, get the fuck down. You tell them to get the fuck down. They get down. You know? You're like, seriously, bitch. The fuck up. Get your fucking hands away from that. You know what I mean? You put a pistol in someone's fucking face. It's going perfect. This shit is perfect. And that camera turned off. I knew it. I got a new camera from Yellowbird. Shout out. Thank you very much. Doesn't shoot for that long. Shout out my shitty camera that I always use on YouTube. I'm looking right at you right now. We're committed to this right now. Okay, so I'm way into this. So that is like this whole hacker situation, just in case you forgot because you got all fired up from the screaming. Which I almost did. What that is like is you got that situation under control. Everything's going good. You go to pull out your cell phone, but you also have a few like quarters and stuff. And you know when sometimes like on this part of your phone, imagine having a case on it, on the front screen part, a quarter will get stuck on your screen when you pull your phone out. A quarter falls out onto the ground. You duck down to get it. When you come back up, your head hits the fucking silent alarm bullshit, and now you just fucked yourself. That's what these hackers did, and that's why we know about it. And that happened on February the 6th, aka February the 5th, on this day, Tuesday evening, if you're a hardcore listener. It's 9:32 p.m. We are 25 minutes in. 99.8% of you will be listening to this on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, maybe even in the future. But for all my hardcore OLs, which we are growing, every time I post these episodes, we're getting more and more plays within the first hour. I love you all so much. I hope you're as addicted to I am as doing this. Does that make sense?
No, he said yeah, actually maybe
As I am doing this.
I honestly don't know if it made sense now.
It didn't make sense.
It sounded funny when you said it.
Claire,
Yes.
you want to do the new segment?
Hell yeah.
This is a new segment. You like it? I already love it. It's called Claire's Couch Thoughts. Claire, explain what Claire's Couch Thoughts are.
Claire's couch thoughts are when we're hanging out and you say something really funny and then you tell me to write it down on my phone.
Okay, so do you need me to give you this?
No, I have them I have a note in my phone.
Okay, so we're going to skip the Reagans. We'll talk about the Reagan shit right after Claire's Couch Thoughts. Now that we're in this zone, what is the first Claire's Couch Thoughts? Don't worry, Couch Thoughts still exists in Jamstagram. That's coming. What's up?
Treasure Chester.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Treasure Chester.
And Trevor Treasure.
Trevor Treasure. So, the Treasure Brothers, but they're not actually related. It's just two guys, and their names are Treasure Chester and Trevor Treasure. But is it not funnier if they're both actually brothers?
I think maybe that is funnier, yeah.
The Treasure Brothers, literally.
Trevor Treasure.
Trevor Treasure and...
No, wait. Treasure Trevor.
What about this? Chester Treasure and Trevor Treasure.
It's so confusing.
Trevor Chester... Or wait. This is like a fucking... This is hard to say, but it's going to be a great title one day. Treasure Chester is where it started.
Treasure Chester.
That's where we keep it.
So Treasure Trevor.
So Treasure Trevor. I love that. Treasure Chester and Treasure Trevor are the Treasure Brothers. And I'm going to create... What was that?
Was what?
Something like... I really hope it's my headphones, but something is like... sounded really bad right there.
I'm not pressing the button, I promise.
I know, I saw you. I don't know what's going on right now. I hope that there's no actual sound issues. It's just me. You know? That's a YouTube gem right there. If you're not watching on YouTube, go to YouTube, search TJ Couch Talk. For the 15th time I said it. So, back to what I've been up to, right? Wait, no. We're on Claire's Couch Thought.
That's so long ago.
Claire's Couch Thought.
There's just one more.
Okay.
Gary V equals Bernie Madoff.
Boom.
That's what I was told to write down.
Gary V equals Bernie Madoff. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. What I think, because Gary V created this thing called Anchor, where everyone's getting paid, but he's really just making money off of everybody else's podcasts and stuff. It's like a huge fucking pyramid scheme. That's like a podcast pyramid scheme that everyone's falling for. And I think Gary V is that guy. I honestly think that when we look back, like, do you think whenever Bernie Madoff was doing his thing before he got caught that, like, they were fucking, like, thinking he's a piece of shit guy with this pyramid scheme? Or do you think that he was doing conferences and speeches and selling out and everyone loved him and thought he was a brilliant motherfucker? Yes! You wish you had these thoughts. You wish! That's why you're listening. You wish. Gary Vee is Bernie Madoff, the Bernie Madoff of podcasting. I want to start a new podcast. I want to start a new podcast. Point at it. I want to start a new podcast called the Banksia Podcast, where I'm me and I do an accent. It don't sound much different than me. Maybe I don't do that accent. Maybe I don't. Maybe the only difference is I kind of just talk like this and I have a good opinion on things and I'm the Banksia Podcasting. The point is, Gary Vee is the Bernie Madoff of podcasting. He has created a thing where people think they're getting money, but really they're not. They're on Anchor for free, and all those ad packages pay Gary Vee to be able to put advertising on there, and then all of you are their fucking little bitches selling the advertisement. And Gary Vee is making a shitload of money off of all of you while y'all are making breadcrumbs at the end of the day. I understand that it's an easy way to make money right away, and you could just quit doing your podcast and start a new one. Good luck, because you already have that fucking feed. You already have that RSS feed, and it disappears. This is some inside baseball, but you can't just, even if you, let's say I'm Couch Talk, I signed to Anchor, we explode, and I'm crushing so hard that I'm now disservicing myself by staying with Anchor. I would make way more money outside of Anchor, but I can't because I signed this contract to be able to be owned by them, basically, is what it is. I go and start a new podcast called, even if it's called Couch Talk 2, like, you'd have to spend so much money in marketing to make it to where you have covered all the traction of that other podcast that you just built up to where it's obviously huge, so that's a lot of traction to cover. Like, Gary Vee's got that shit figured out, and he's fucking a lot of people, and he's going out and saying that just this shitty, it's like, I get it, but I've never once listened to Gary Vee and been like, it's genius. That's genius. He's right. If I just get up and do it and quit being a little bitch, it'll work out. Which is true because that's what I'm doing, but not really. Because sometimes it doesn't work out. What's your next couch thought, Claire? Claire's couch thought?
That was the end of them. It was just those two.
It's underwhelming.
Well, you have to tell me more things to write down.
Did we go over everything for real?
Yeah, those are my only notes.
Where is it? Bernie Madoff, treasure. Oh yeah, we did the treasure chester thing. Mm-hmm. What's up with the Reagans? Because I was talking about Mandarin Mike, which I'm about to get into. You know what? We'll go natural.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Anybody who is like, this is super local, and I understand that most Mandarin people that are my friends don't listen to this. Most of you now have no idea who I am personally, and I appreciate it. But this whole Mandarin thing, there was this guy named Mandarin Mike. He was a homeless person. He was known. His name was Mandarin Mike. You could say it to anyone who grew up in Mandarin. They know exactly who the fuck they're talking about. He was a great man. He had all sorts of issues, I'm guessing. And I was at Gate one time, and we were waiting in line, and my dad offered to pay for him. And he denied it. And it was very weird because he's homeless, you know what I mean? We're offering to pay for your shit. And he denied it. And we're like, that's weird. And when we got there, I forgot how it exactly went down, but the guy at Gate told us that he had an account there. So he has an account there to, his family pays off every month, where he can just go into, I don't know if this is true, I'm not going to say, did I already say Gate gas stations?
Yeah.
It's not Gate gas stations, but it's some gas station, and he could go there and have an account, and his parents would pay it off. And he had all sorts of mental issues, and he was just a homeless dude. And he was definitely at least 40, unless he was a hard drugger at 30. But he looked older than 40, for sure. You know what you can just tell? You could tell. And I think he's dead now, because I haven't seen him in forever, and it's really sad. But if anyone's seen Magic Mike, if anyone's seen Mandarin Mike, please DM me on Instagram at CJCouchTalk or email me at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. I'd love that. Or go to patreon.com/CJCouchTalk and donate $1 and be like, dude, I know exactly where Mandarin Mike is. And then I will give you $2 in return. So that's what Mandarin Mike's been up to. And I don't understand how Mandarin Mike made you say this.
Okay.
But I was explaining that's exactly what I just said to you, to Claire. And she goes, Reagan just fucked everything up. So what are you talking about?
Okay. That was partially a joke. But
get it.
yeah, it was also true because there's a lot of things I don't like about the Reagan administration, but something he did in his lifetime as a politician was fight against mental health facilities, mental health funding, mental health coverage. Like, he closed down a lot of the state operated mental health facilities in California and nationally, but he repealed parts of laws that were passed to help protect them. And so a lot of those people had nowhere to go. They were forced out onto the streets. And there's people out there who don't have any ability to not be homeless.
What do you think his reasoning behind that was?
Saving money, cutting costs.
And that had a lasting effect because mental health doesn't get the respect it deserves today, bro. Look at all of our PTSDers.
Yeah, and that's also a thing. Like, that's a lot of these people. And it's not their fault. It's like they went to war for our country, you know? It's messed up.
What's your solution to the conundrum we have put ourselves in?
I have no idea. If I had any idea, I would, I don't know, try and help. I'm just as lost as everyone else.
You're just as lost as everyone else. Are you? Because I think you have ideas.
I have no ideas.
Not one.
To help mental health?
Yep.
I don't know, just talking about it. That's my only idea.
Isn't it quite strange how the answer to everything is more money?
Yeah. More money would be good.
Like, I've been talking to people about my podcast and like ways to grow it and stuff in terms of investing. And literally the only answer I have, if you would have asked me this a couple of years ago, it would be a little different of an answer. But now I'm pretty confident where we are. I'm pretty wasted right now. You know, if you don't like this episode, fuck you.
This episode is fun.
It's a fun episode. It's what we needed right now. You know? I didn't come to you on Monday. You're wondering what's brewing. I give you fun. That's how it works. We're going to have... Whoops. We're going to have a lot of fun episodes. Just straight up.
I think you're having a lot of fun in life right now, and that makes episodes fun.
It's just so fun. You're a great addition to this. I think the dynamic of you being on is great, but this whole this thing right here is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, dude.
This is cool. And you'll really enjoy it because you're just, you know, insecure and don't like watching yourself. It's just how it is. You don't like watching yourself. I love watching you.
You're so funny. Yeah, I will enjoy this more, I think. It's just weird. I don't like it.
I love it.
Everyone go put an hour of yourself talking on YouTube and try to watch it without getting uncomfortable.
Something I've said before and I'll say again and has nothing to do with this. If you think 1,000 plays on one single thing is not a lot, whatever you think you're best at in life or whatever you believe would be able to get a bunch of plays and, oh, going viral, I could go viral. Create something and put it on the internet and I will bet anything that you don't get 1,000 plays. I actually guarantee it. So good luck. That's your challenge. Once you get the 1,000 plays, screenshot it, send it to cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. I will have you on the podcast, and I will let you punch me. I will let you punch me in the heart on the podcast. And if you punch me in the heart and you time it right in between skips, I die. And next thing you know, you're a legend. Couch Talk grows into a legend. Patreon blows up. Claire takes over the Patreon. It's worth it.
You have to be able to upload the video because you'll be dead. So you have to have at least...
They're there. You're probably going to be there.
I'm not helping them after they punch you in the heart to death.
I asked them to. I already have talked about it. You've been here for it. You're literally here right now.
Just because you asked for it doesn't mean I approve of it. I don't want you to be punched to death. Maybe some other way.
You asked for it, but I didn't approve it. Yeah. You didn't approve it. You wouldn't approve it?
Of you being punched to death by being punched in the heart?
What are the chances of getting punched in the heart and dying?
I have no idea. I think it depends on your heart.
Force counts a lot.
Your heart? What if you have a bad heart?
What was the wager? What was the wager I just put up?
That if someone gets 1,000 plays on a video on YouTube, they get to come here and punch you in the heart.
Let's create rules. Here's the rules.
On the podcast.
You cannot already be a content creator because that means you have momentum and you know what you're doing. I'm talking about the Joe Schmo who listens to Couch Talk.
Like if I did it, I could punch you in the heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. If Claire got 1,000 plays on anything and she's a hot girl, she might
You probably have some hot listeners. I don't know if you want to put that. Well, they're not going to punch you in the heart. They'd be nice to you.
Do you think you're a hot listener? That's the question.
Comment below on the YouTube.
Because there's a thing that when you said that, no matter how in denial you are, you either thought, I'm a hot listener, or you're not.
Yeah. Tell us what you thought. Go to YouTube, CJ Couch Talk. Comment below if you're hot.
And
then put up your video. If it gets 1,000 plays, you punch him in the heart.
you get to come on Couch Talk, punch me right in the heart.
Live.
Live.
We'll live stream it.
We'll do it
I'll
live.
live stream it on my own Facebook account.
Get them 1,000 plays. That might be your in. Kid gets punched in heart and dies.
Kid gets punched in the heart and dies.
Teenager punched in heart, dead. Teenage podcast,
Teenage punched heart dead. Just like that.
all in capital letters. So here's a little brief update on what's going on here at the Couch Talk universe this month. It is February. It is Black History Month, and I'm having a whole bunch of black people on. No, I'm just kidding. I am having on Thursday a Yellowbird Connect meetup at Jack's Golf and Country Club. I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be shooting a lot of footage for them, checking it out. It's going to be really fun. Tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to Breakfast with Kyle. Follow Yellowbird. It's Yellowbird Homebuyers on Instagram. YELLOWBIRDHOMEBUYERS. Yellowbird Homebuyers. It's on Instagram. Follow them. You'll be able to find out about all this Breakfast with Kyle stuff and all this stuff we do, where you can go to all of it. It's all free. It's very cool. And they're not selling you literally anything. Like I have talked to these people like I'm working for them. The entire point is free content. Literally. That's like the whole thing. So check it out. Yellowbird Homebuyers. All the content and stuff, I'll have a hand in most of it from now on. It's really cool. Shout out the people I'm working with, the two Codys. They're great. Cody is extreme. I don't want to say last names. I'm not too sure what's going on. But Cody, I work with a guy and a girl, Cody. Both of them are super talented. But Guy Cody is so talented with video editing. It's fucking like... Claire, you saw their music video. What do you think of that?
It was incredible. It was really high production
It's
quality.
insane. In that video I showed you earlier of like, today was our owner's birthday. And we went to Wicked Barley and celebrated and took some video shots and all that. And how cool was that video?
It was very cool.
You can see it right now. It's at Yellowbird Homebuyers. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm not trying to like tell you to follow the page. I do care because it'd be cool. But like, if you want to see the content that I'm putting out for what I work for, go to Yellowbird Homebuyers. Like if you're one of those. So this month, I'm getting real schedule oriented. Listen. If you're a guest and you miss your date, that's fine. But you are now last in line and waiting to come back on. Just because you were first in line and you fucked up, I'm doing one a week or none a week. That's how it goes. Straight up. In terms of releasing them. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Let me explain if you don't know what I mean. So on this Friday, February the 8th, 2019, Fusion, F-U-J-I-N, Fusion Music is coming on, and that will be released on Monday. So next week we're having a guest episode. This week we're not having one because it didn't work out, and I'm not trying to scramble. I like doing this instead. Then on February the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, 2019, Wednesday, Blash the Samurai of Love Culture. He's coming on. He's been on before. Great guest. Super cool dude. I showed Claire. So check out how cool this is. Me and Claire last night were just hanging out, and I was showing her like all my friends, like my friend shit in the area, like their music videos and stuff. After I showed her Cody's band In Division's music video. Go check out, if you're into metal music, go check out the band In Division. They are so fucking good. It's insane.
I mean, I'm not into metal music at all, and I still really enjoyed it.
Cody is extremely talented, and he's their audio engineer as well as their video, like does their music videos and stuff. It's so fucking good. He also writes all their music. Like, this dude's a fucking genius. Like, it's pretty cool to work with him. He's super awesome. I'm not even just saying that because I work with him. I don't even think he's listening. So Wednesday, Flash the Samurai is coming on, and I will be doing an episode in a smoke break with him, and that will be released to you on Thursday. So that is of next week. And then the week of February the 23rd, 2019. It's actually a Saturday, so the upcoming week after that, so the 25th, I will have FlowJack on. All of these people literally reached out to me today, and what I was saying before I digressed about Flash was I was showing Claire Flash's It's Flash the Samurai on YouTube. I was showing her the music video for his song Heisenberg. It was fucking cool.
Really good. Go check that out for real.
Yeah, and she actually knows Easy personally because he's one of my friends and we've hung out.
He's a very nice person.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I showed her his music video for Look Up. Search Easy Look Up. Look Up is one word and you will find it on YouTube. Great music video. Also search Flash the Samurai and Heisenberg if you want to see Flash's music video before he comes on next week. But as I was saying, on Saturday, February the 23rd, 2019, I'll be having FlowJack on, and that will come to you Monday, February the 25th. And then the following week after that, the last week and first week of March, I will be having Jamie from Movement Mortgage come on. I did my first episode of the podcast with Yellowbird Homebuyers. Their podcast, just search Yellowbird Connect, I think. Let me specify real quick because I just subscribed to them. But I did an episode with Jamie. It was super cool. He's a great guy. And me and him, obviously I'm not some real estate genius even in the slightest. So when I was on, I was just talking to him about real stuff and philosophies and everything. And we had a nice connection. We laughed at the same things that weren't necessarily funny, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a million things that me and Claire laugh at that y'all wouldn't laugh at. And I'm noticing that at work. Like, there's so many things that I think are so funny that no one else does. And it's just because, like, it's just my sense of humor that you just happen to have. But I did this episode with Jamie. He works for Movement Mortgage. He's so fucking, like, he knows so much. And everything that we talked about was pretty fucking cool. Like, all the stuff. He was a professional soccer player. He's just a really cool dude, and we had a great conversation, and it'll be released in a couple weeks, I think. But search Yellowbird Connect on the Apple iTunes, you know, if you have an iPhone or wherever you listen to podcasts, search Yellowbird Connect. If you cannot find it, either DM me on Instagram at CJCouched or hit me with an email at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com and let me know that you listened to it on this and it's not available on there, and we will instantly put it on. These people are investing in this and have the capital to do exactly what they need to do. So what they are doing is everything they can to make this work. So let me know what doesn't work for you so we can make it work for you. And I want also that to apply for my podcast. Please start being a lot more interactive. If you're reluctantly listening to this on SoundCloud and you listen to all of your other podcasts on whatever the fuck, let me know. I already made that transition to YouTube for that exact reason. But that's the month of February. We're going to have a guest every week. It's exactly what I said I would be doing, and I'm not fucking lying to any of you bitches. So I think it's a great time to Jamstagram.
I love Jamstagram.
Yeah. So I'm going to press pause, and then we're going to put some music in, and it'll be Jamstagram. Woo! Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Jamstagram. You know you love that song. It is either called Iffy by Levo, or it's called Levo by Iffy. Search it. You'll find it. Just search Iffy Levo. It'll pop right up, and then you can figure out what comes first, the artist or the song name. I'm not too sure. What is Jamstagram and what is Couch Talk? Couch Talk. What is Couch Talk? If you are new to this, I appreciate you. I made up the word Jamstagram. It's just what it is. It's this song, apparently. And Couch Thoughts is what Claire went over, but my own version. So it's just random things that I think throughout the day. So a perfect example is, does anyone remember the pencil break game? This is the first Couch Thought. Claire?
No idea.
No idea what the pencil break game is. The pencil break game is where you hold a pencil with the far end in each hand, and then somebody else like takes it and flicks it onto the pencil, and whoever's pencil breaks first loses. Okay?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, and you do like tournaments and you hold onto the same pencil and all this shit and see who's like the ultimate winner. Bam. I fucking love this song.
It's really a good song to like vibe to.
Such a good song, dude. Oh my god. I don't even like electronic music, and this shit gets me vibing. But yeah, the pencil break game was so much fun, and I saw a broken pencil when I was walking Daisy, and I was like, I I wonder if bitches still do that, because Claire doesn't even know what that is. But Claire also, oh my god, speaking of pencils, beating on desks like this. You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, damn it.
Why wouldn't I know what that is?
I don't know. I just a Ponte Vedra fucking, like I couldn't see Ponte Vedra kids doing that.
You're funny.
I don't know, but I don't know. Ponte Vedra kids were beating on the desks.
Yeah.
Were they good?
No.
Were they doing this?
That's a new one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that shit. Check this out. That was a weird one.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was a weird tempo. But yeah. What's up with pencils, right? So my next couch thought is it's a couch thought by Jordan Peterson. He said that, and he's a controversial guy, man. Jordan Peterson said, say whatever you believe to be true, and whatever happens as a consequence of that was the best thing that could have possibly happened. Which is true, because if you just say what you think is true, and then bad things come of it, then obviously what you said isn't true, or it's such a truth that like what would you think a truth is that people can't handle?
I don't know. That's a kind of a hard question.
I wish you were talking to the mic.
I am. Where you see me? I'm talking directly into the mic.
So, let's think about this for a second as I have to unlock my phone again. If you want to know what my password is and you like have no idea and you want to steal my phone, it's 0666. So, Jordan Peterson said, say whatever you believe to be true, and whatever happens as a consequence of that was the best thing that could have possibly happened. I agree.
I agree. I just think that was a hard question.
Boom.
I agree. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I like it a lot. My last couch thought is, so I'm gonna grab something real quick. We're gonna let this beat play. I'll be right back in fucking 5 seconds. Okay. Maybe it was 8 seconds. But we got a beat playing. It's Jamstagram. See this? If you go to YouTube right now. See this? This is a K-cup that you put coffee grounds into. Meaning that the plastic and all that K-cup bullshit, I'm not doing it to be green. I'm doing it because I like all these different little coffees. And I don't like K-cups. I think it's stupid. Because they taste bad. Okay? So, I've been drinking K-cups when I'm not at my house. And you can taste the plastic in it. I swear. Like, I did it 2 days in a row. I drank it, and I was like, this tastes like there's, like, plastic. So, I think K-cups are the Bernie Madoff of coffee makers.
Are the Gary V of coffee makers?
Yeah, K-cups are the Gary V of coffee makers. That's a good punch-up. Thank you. What else do we got here? That was a good Jamstagram and couch thoughts.
That's like the third time you said couch talk instead of couch thoughts, but the other times you didn't catch yourself.
Buzz Lightyear 2019. So, how about we get into Facebook follies? Why not? We're 53 minutes in. If you're still listening, I could literally do anything at this point. You'd still listen. So, Facebook follies. Facebook follies. Yeah. I got 7 of them. It could take 7 minutes or 70. Who knows? So, first Facebook folly. I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to zoom in so you can earn it. All right. It's a meme. Do we see it? See how stupid that is? This, where it's just some stupid background and some writing, should never, ever, ever be on Instagram. Instagram is for pictures and videos, not your bullshit memes of fucking T.I. standing there with his hands like this, and he's looking like this. He's looking off in the distance, and he looks all serious, and it says like, motherfuckers was hurting me until I started hurting motherfuckers, and now they can't deal with it. Or that's not what it says, but it's stupid shit like that. That's not actually wise at all. This says, it's a bunch of laughing emojis. It says in the background, which is already a Facebook folly. There's literally nothing that you could say that would redeem of a Facebook folly when the background is a bunch of crying, laughing emojis. It says, first Facebook folly, my level of single right now I stood on a cliff and shouted, "I love you." My echo replied, "I just want to be friends." Don't you laugh at that.
I'm not laughing at that part. I was laughing at you.
She was laughing at it and she's trying to sound cool. So next Facebook folly, this is really specific. Like if you're a new listener in NL and you're not an OL, or even like MRL, a mostly recent listener, you're probably not going to understand what I mean by internet language. But there's a way of like where people type things and they say certain things that are like internet funny, such as this. He says, this is a man who has committed so many Facebook follies that if it was a crime, he would literally be in jail for life. It says, "You ever get into a shower where the water nozzle has about a 0.3 degree difference between the cooler side of a lukewarm?" Okay. I am not saying this wrong. I will go back and I will tell you what he meant. But I'm going to say it as it's typed because it is a Facebook folly. Okay? I am not stupid. I am reading this as it is written. This person is stupid. You ever get into a shower where the water nozzle has about a 0.3 degree difference between the cooler side of lukewarm and McDonald's apple pie scalding? That's how sensitive people are in 2019. Also, scalding, which it's scalding, but he spelled it SKALDING. That can't be right, right?
SK?
SK or SCALDING. It's SCAUL.
I'm a terrible speller.
I'm pretty sure it's SCAULDING. Could you search that, please?
I could.
Scalding. I think scalding is spelled SCAULDING. It doesn't really matter. Typos happen. The point is that he says,
It's spelled without a U.
good for you. You spelled it right. You probably Googled it as well. So,
Good for you.
I just can't be wrong. So, he definitely Googled it too. He's talking, no one knows how to spell scalding. So, he says the difference between the cooler side of lukewarm and McDonald's apple pie scalding. That's as internet hack as it gets. That's the equivalent to being a comic and saying, "What's the deal with airlines?" If you mention McDonald's, it's hack. If you share something that mentions McDonald's and it has to do with Donald Trump, you're me the night of the Super Bowl. A meme was posted and it was supposedly Donald Trump tweeting, and it said, "I can't wait to have the Patriots over for McNuggets." That's funny.
That is funny.
That would be funny on stage. You know what wouldn't be funny on stage? You ever get into a shower where the water nozzle has about a 0.3 degree difference between the cooler side of lukewarm and McDonald's apple pie scalding hot? Huh? Do ya? Because that's how sensitive people are in 2019. We get it. Everyone's sensitive. Oh. Sip break. Literally a sip, not even a drink. Just a sip right there. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. I want to make shirts. Sick of it, but it's one word. For all the times I've just been like, sick of it. I'm sick of it. Next Facebook follow, we've only done 2. This kid, there's 2 guys who are just the king of Facebook follies. It's like, is this Jon Snow? Is this one of the Baratheon children? Who is this? You know, it's like, who's the actual king of Facebook follies? Statistics will say that it is this kid. Recent statistics will say that it is the kid of the last one. But overall, throughout the years, this kid has committed more Facebook follies than literally, I think, everyone else combined. I think if you take all the Facebook follies, it would be 50% him and 50% every other human being on my friends list. So he says, I swear to God this is true. and this is his voice that I use every single time. So now you know how many times it's him. He says, "There are no ugly people on my friends list." There are no ugly people on my friends list. He also posts things along the lines of, "Why can't I find anybody?" Even, who's the Manson guy? Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Even Charles Manson had women sending him love letters. Guess what? If you want to get your dick sucked, Facebook's not the place unless you're an attractive person who has confidence and can slide in DMs. If you're not that person, you're not getting your dick sucked via Facebook. So don't make some bitch-ass status about, there are no ugly people. There are no ugly people on my friends list. You fucking bitch. Next Facebook folly. I might have said this last episode. I'm saying it again. It's that much of a Facebook folly, and this many people have done it. 500 comments, and I will stop smoking cigarettes. 500 comments, and you'll do something. Any amount of comments, and you'll do something. What? How about you just fucking do something, bro? If you want to quit smoking cigarettes, then just fucking quit smoking cigarettes. If you want 500 people to comment on your something, post your butthole. Don't ask people to do something to make you do something so you can get a bunch of fucking comments. And I've seen people literally be like, "Oh my God, this didn't work out how I thought," because they had like 13 comments and shit. Yeah, you're a loser. Big deal. You know why it is? Because you're not active on Facebook and you share stupid shit like 500 comments and I will stop smoking cigarettes. So no one even sees your shit because you're not active, you're not posting, you're not liking, you're not commenting, and that doesn't put you into people's news feeds. If you want to be in people's news feeds, you have to do all that shit. There's a secret. If you didn't know that, you're an idiot. Next, Facebook folly. I looked at my notebooks, but they're actually in my phone. And I said notebooks, but I only have one. So, Facebook folly. This is called, you think that you're so awesome, but you have literally no one in your life because no one cares and no one actually has anyone in their life. That's the truth. You think, "Oh my God, this person has so many people in their life." No, they don't. The most anybody has that actually is some real shit, like real shit in their life, real shit, real shitters, is like 4. If you have 4 people that like shit is so real with y'all and like you really like y'all are there for each other, you're the luckiest person I know. 4 is so many. I'm not saying 4 friends. I'm talking about 4 like realers. And then you feel like you just got screwed over and you do all this shit for these guys, but here's the truth of it. You're actually, I hate to say this, most girls who aren't, and this isn't like some sexist thing, this goes for guys too, so I'm not going to say girls, I'm not going to say guys. Most people who aren't attractive have a really hard time because people get horny in life, attractive people, and they fuck people that are ugly. So some ugly person has been like, "I fucked this person before," so they don't breed with their ugly level. This is like super fucked up, but like it's pretty true. Like the reason that like this ugly y'all are together and it's like this weird thing, it's settling basically because you ugly people who are together, who are gross and stuff and together, you would be with somebody else and you say, "No, this person's so cool," and blah blah blah. But if like the hottest girl in the world came up to you and she was super rich, just like a super sexy rich person, unless you have somebody who is legitimately like super hot and legitimately super cool, you're gonna leave them. Because maybe in life I don't even know what brought this about, but maybe in life you fuck somebody who is way out of your league and you have everyone in your life telling you that you're special and you're a prince or you're a princess and blah blah blah, and everyone deserves this and everyone deserves the greatest blah blah blah, and all the guys who court you fucking like who actually court you and who are like on your level. Like there are levels, and if you deny that, you're fucking out of your mind. So there's levels of attractiveness. That's why people say, what is she on a scale of 1 to 10? Or girls say, what is he on a scale of 1 to 10? So if you're a 6 and you've been with 8s, 9s, and 10s before because you went to a rave, all of a sudden you think that like, I don't have to be with 6s. I'm not a 6. I've been with these other things. So when other 6s try to court you, you're like, fuck that. But because you're going with these 8s and blah, 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 those 8s who they like showed you attention because you guys met at a bar or something. These 8s are giving you attention and you're a 6. So you think they fucked you one Friday night or something. So you think that like they're going to be with you. So you put everything into being with them instead of being with the 6 that wants to be with you. But in all reality, that 8 just fucked a 10 like 4 years ago. And that's where like he or she thinks they're at. Like that's the biggest thing that I think attractive people need to start taking upon themselves is don't fuck ugly people so there's no hope for them. I'm working out material here, guys. So, this is the Facebook folly that started this all, and I'm reading it, and I have no idea how I just got to where I was, but here it is. I will always do whatever it takes to put a fucking... she didn't say fucking. Restart. I will always do whatever it takes to put a smile on someone's face. Okay. Why do people like self-congratulate themselves on Facebook? I will always... This is what you typed on Facebook. Like, imagine having this thought and you fucking open up your phone. Maybe you don't have a new phone that just is facial recognition or the button, the thumbprint. So you fucking type in a password. You open up an app. You go to where it is, the little thing. You probably got notifications, so you looked at the notifications. You see all these other things, and then you go, oh, yeah, I came here for a reason. And then you go to post this, and you fucking post, I will always do whatever it takes to put a smile on someone's face. You're a fucking piece of shit. That's honestly how I feel. Deal? Deal. That's right? Who does that? That's like saying I am such a good person, which I know people in my life who say that all the time, and they're fucking sickos. It's like, oh, I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person. They're so lucky to, like, oh, God. So this is my own Facebook folly. This is on February the 2nd, 2011. All of these are. These are all true. First one. This is it. 10:38 p.m. Watch this. All right, we're going to watch this day progress. Progress. February the 2nd, 2011 at 9:05 a.m. I swear to God I typed this. Bitches think I'm living out my car. All these shoe boxes and shit. Don't confuse it, boo. This stuff I just bought. It's a Currency song. Why would I do that? Shout out Alex Pepple, R.I.P. Pet Pounds. He liked it. So it was worth it. And then... later that afternoon at 1:56 p.m., February the 2nd, 2011, Facebook folly committed by me. I said, and I wrote this, I think this is sweet. What does this mean? If you know what this means, email me at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com or DM me at cjcouchtalk on Instagram. Flow is Armageddon and my swag is Doomsday.
Is that an original or...
It's original.
I like that. Flow is Armageddon.
Flow?
Swag is Doomsday.
Flow is Armageddon, and my swag is Doomsday.
My swag.
My swag. And then, I'm just going to leave that one. That's obviously fucking retarded. I said the R word. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't take it back. Because it just, 9 years ago. This is February the 2nd, 2010 at 10:38 p.m. Also an original.
Okay, I'm ready.
God blessed me. I don't have to achu.
Ooh, that's good.
I was such a piece of shit.
Ooh.
This is a Facebook folly. What I'm about to read to you, this is posted by Tinfoil Hat Pod. Go on YouTube. You see this? It's a meme. It says bizarre fact. And then it has B.O.B. in one picture. And then next to that picture is the picture of an oil rig. Okay? Is this true? I don't know. But a lot of people think it is just because someone typed it and put a picture of B.O.B. and an oil rig and then said bizarre fact in big type. It says, this is not true. Okay? I'm reading this because it's not true. Do not think this is true. How many fucking disclaimers do I have to put on this? Rapper B.O.B. produced a track called B.O.B. Verse, and many were wondering what he meant by his chorus. Bones don't turn to oil, N-word. Bones don't turn to oil. Bones don't turn to oil. As it turns out, B.O.B. is fully aware of the fact that the term fossil fuels, as they quoted, was made up to induce the idea that scarcity to ramp up to wait, sorry, hold on. As it turns out, B.O.B. is fully aware to the fact that the term fossil fuels was made up to induce the idea of scarcity, to ramp up prices on something which is in fact inexhaustible. The truth is, oil does not come from fossil fuels or from fossils or plankton. It's an abiotic mineral considered the lifeblood of Earth by some and is constantly replenishing. This is the problem with conspiracies. You get into it and you think literally every single thing is a conspiracy. And you know what you're doing? You're making all those other conspiracies that are real never get to see the light of day because the majority of your content, because you decided to get into the niche, Sam Tripoli, that you have told other people to do, find a niche. Find it. You're ruining people's fucking careers, dude. You say you just post this and have no fucking idea if it's true. It's not, but you don't know that, and you post it, and you put thoughts ? How about this, Sam, or whoever's running the Tinfoil Hat podcast, whoever's running that Instagram, instead of posting something that you don't know the answer to that seems provoking or provocative, instead of that, and saying thoughts, how about you fucking find out if it's true or not? And if it's true, post it. And if it's not, say this isn't true. Why the fuck would you just post something up there when you're the conspiracy podcast where people who are into conspiracies go to you and think that everything you say is the fucking word of the God they don't believe in? You're their new God because they believe that the world is this big puppet and you're giving them the answers. And you fucking just post this. And now, how many fucking followers? I don't even care how many followers they have. However many followers they have, I would bet at least 60% of them now think that. That's just so irresponsible. Like, I don't try to, I have my ideas on here, but I just try to talk to y'all and have fun. And I understand that a podcast can be whatever it is. And what is responsibility at the end of the day, because people are choosing to listen to you and they can do whatever they want and they have quote unquote free will. So, I mean, I just think it's reckless, basically. I'm not saying don't do it, because if you want to do it and it gets you success and it grows your Instagram following and you get a bunch of listeners and that makes you successful, then good for you. But it's super fucking irresponsible at the very least. And I think it's something that I definitely don't do. I can tell you that right now. That's something I pride myself on. So we are in an hour and 15 minutes. We are going to hop into Truey real quick, and then I'm going to give you the comic of the week, and then we're going to get out of here. What is Truey? Truey is an app that I found out from the Michael Rappaport Stereo podcast, and one of my questions was actually asked on there before. Truey is an app where it's anonymous things. You put a statement, and people either agree or disagree, and you get a consensus on it with the number of votes. So, Claire, I'm going to need you to join in.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, first Truey statement that we are going to agree or disagree with is suck a toe or kiss someone after they just sucked your dick?
I'd rather kiss someone.
I'd rather kiss someone too. Boom. So we agree. 2/3 of people would rather kiss the lips of a dick. Next, Truey. A girl and a guy cannot purely just be friends. I have an answer to this, but it's very complex.
I think we have. I don't know. I agree with that statement.
Cannot.
I disagree with that statement.
Okay, here's why Claire is right. When two people are at different levels, or they feel they're at different levels, attractive wise, if some girl is so fucking, or some guy is so fucking hot, whoever is the least hot out of the guy or the girl in this friendship is going to want to fuck that other person. That's what got them there. They might be cool and everything, and they might come to the understanding that whoever's the hotter person won't fuck them, but that's what got them to the dance. And now they're dancing. They might have switched up their dance style. They might not be putting hands on the ass, but they're still dancing, and they're still there, waiting for a moment that feels right to put the hands on the ass. So that's all metaphors. What I'm saying is, I think it only exists when the person who's hotter is like a grown adult and doesn't just want to fuck people. Like, if you're like a grown adult and you do want to be friends with the opposite sex, you'll just be friends with people. And if you're hotter than all of your little girl or guy friends, you won't fuck them just because you're trying to fuck people that are hotter than you or at your level, which everyone should be aspiring to do, which is how you get into the situation that I described earlier. All my situations aren't perfect. I'm just saying they are what they are because we're in an imperfect world. So you should be striving to fuck people who are at your level or higher. You shouldn't be going under. This actually almost reaffirms what I was saying by everyone start trying to do that, because it will stop ugly people from having confidence, and this situation will go good, because the ugly person who one time fucked someone who's equally as hot as the friend now thinks that they can. They might think that that person doesn't want to right now, but they did one time fuck a girl who was hotter or as hot. So now they think, if this girl gets drunk or this guy gets drunk or I catch them, we're hanging out and they just gotten some breakup or blah, blah, maybe I could find a way in there. So I'm going to stick around and we will just be friends. I will literally be such a good friend. I do understand that they won't fuck me, but eventually maybe I can, you know? That's just the way it is. And unless the hotter person doesn't ever care about fucking that person, they can be friends. Or if the uglier person comes to an understanding that I could probably fuck this person, but maybe they are out of my league, I'm not even going to try, and I just will be friends with them, then that situation will never come up. But I would say 99% of the time, definitely when it comes to guys and girls, the guy's trying to fuck. I would say 80% of the time, the girl's trying to fuck when it comes to the hotter guy situation. And those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts?
I disagree.
You're wrong, Claire.
I know you think I'm wrong.
Here's what it is. It's a girl thing. Like, every single guy listening to this,
Comment below what you think so we can get some numbers on this.
if you're a guy and you don't agree with me, I honestly want to talk to you. Not like I want to talk to you. Because why? Because you know every hotter girl than you that you've ever hung out with, you might not have tried to fuck, but if you had a chance, you would have in a heartbeat.
Is that true for you too then?
Duh.
You like don't give yourself enough credit past that?
I mean, if we're going to get super deep, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. Whoever's listening totally understands how crazy I am. Most of the time, I've been the more attractive one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, yeah, we're friends. Not to say they never tried, but I was not down.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that happens, once it's over, especially when it's the girl and the guy thing. When the girl tries the guy and he denies it, it'll never fucking happen again. For sure. Like, for sure. So It's a little different, but I'm trying to think. Like when I've been in situations where, actually, this is exactly what it is. When I get in a situation, like, okay, with you, I instantly told you we can't be friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But at a different time, when I felt a girl was like out of my league or something, I would never try to take the sexual approach. I would always try to take the friend approach.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And that's coming from at that time, a super confident, good-looking kid.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine being a non-confident, not good-looking kid who fucked a drunk 8 one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, they're thinking I did it once, like, and also, I'm not saying that, like, guys don't think that girls have complex thoughts and stuff, but, like, we all try to act like this, like, inner caveman in us is such bullshit and this primate is not real and we're all, like, evolving and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm talking instincts. This is what happens. Ugly guy sees hot girl, wants to fuck, knows he can't, becomes friends. That's how it works. I'm not saying that he's not a friend or she's not a friend. I'm saying that if they could fuck you, they would. If they could, they would. You haven't let them almost have a chance. Now, good for you. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, if you did, even if it was something like, I'm super drunk, can I pass out at your house? They're going to try to fuck you. Guaranteed. Unless other people are there. I'm talking there's literally not one soul around. It's just you and them, and shit's fucked up. Just holding the mic backwards. That's just what I've seen from experience and watched people do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And, like, maybe times are changing, but evolutionarily we're not. So that thought process and the way it works down and breaks down, it's still the same. It's just a more understanding of, actually, I can't fuck this girl. So, like, that's worse to me. To be like, I can't fuck this girl, so I'm going to be friends with her. Like, that's... Like, think about the subcontext of every time someone's there for you, when it's really their subcontext is like, I'm doing this as an investment so that, like, I have the best chance to fuck this girl. Especially when girls are so not into looks and it's all about how good of a person you are and blah, blah, blah. The reason you're friend zone is because you're not hot enough. End of story. Or you're too hot. End of story. That's it. If you are friend zone, it's because you are not hot enough or you're too hot. And the person's scared. Either way.
Okay.
Boom. You have nothing to say.
I don't know.
Say it.
I think I'm pretty deserving of friendship outside of the way I look. And I think that would hold true for both men and women.
1,000%, but you're not getting what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
is
think the thing is I just don't understand it the way you do.
they're your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what if when we first met, I was just like, okay, I'm going to
I mean,
just...
we did kind of have a period where we weren't like dating or whatever, where we just hung
And I
out.
tried to snuggle with you and you said no. And it was pretty clear we were never fucking hanging out again.
We hung out twice.
Because you left something here and came over. And one time only.
We hung out twice.
You left something here.
And then we hung out another time after that.
And that time you came over is the time you said it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I know so.
Okay, fine. I guess you're right.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I don't know.
You're saying guys and girls can't be friends. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying they can.
They can under certain circumstances.
If they understand that whoever is the inferior on the attractive scale that does exist, quit acting like it doesn't. Whoever's the inferior, if they respect the fact that they shouldn't try to hook up with this person, like they're not on the same level, then it will work. Or if the person who is the more attractive one decides, which they should, to not ever go under. Because if you're the uglier one, I'll turn this isn't so one-sided. If you're the uglier one and you are like, I just want to be friends, and this hotter person's like flirting with you and you're like, what the fuck? I just want to be friends. I know we're not, like, you're out of my league, whatever, you're super hot. And then they try to fuck you, you're gonna fuck them. Like, the majority of girls I fuck probably didn't think that that's what was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, not in like some weird like Bill Cosby way. I mean, like, most of the girls I fucked were probably on the whatever number I am, they would be a number under me.
Okay.
That used to be my, like, because I knew, because of everything I'm saying, I knew. I was like, this girl, if I'm going to fuck, like, I can fuck this girl. I'm talking just hooking up with someone. It's like, oh, this girl is at this level, so I don't even have to actually, like, try. I can just hang out with her, and then after a good hangout, I can just kiss her, and then it's on. That is the thought of most men who don't get enough pussy. Then you do, or you grow up. I don't know which one it is, honestly. Either there's a sex threshold, or you literally grow up. But from what I see, it's a sex threshold, because all the dudes who are out scheming and doing all this, like, dating bullshit, basically, like dating a bunch of girls and like fucking a bunch of girls and doing all this shit, and like they're mad players, all did not get pussy before. Anybody who was like in high school and like early college, like crushing it, is not into that at all anymore, unless they're a straight up sociopath. That's it. Like, the different, like, I see it. Like, I see the kids doing Instagram stories, going out to bars and having all this fun and partying and buying and doing all this VIP shit. That's all the kids who were not doing it in high school at all. They were far from it. You know what I mean? So I think there's like this threshold you hit where you get over it. But like, most dudes, until they hit that point, are trying to fuck all the girls. Whether that means being their friend or whatever. Like, however I'm going to do this. That's how it works. And that's just pure evidence from my entire life of being friends with dudes. And my own experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, every time I've been friends with a girl who, even if a lot, I think they're, like, at my level, and even if I know, this is how, honestly, this is how it is like a 16, 17-year-old who can, like, get pussy, or somebody who just hasn't hit the pussy threshold, I guess. My theory, the girls who are at your level or above, you don't want any part of, because that's, like, scary, because there's such a chance of rejection. So you go for all the other ones that you know there's no rejection, unless you're this rare breed who was like, you just whatever you are scale wise, but you were brought up like with so much confidence and you have so much reassurance and you have like this model of all this great stuff and there's just all this greatness in front of you, and you're like the one in 1,000 kids who grows up and is just like, I'm awesome who I am, but you're a 6 or whatever, you know what I mean, and you just like do your thing. Most people are going to try to fuck under them when it comes to fucking, not dating, just casual, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That, you're going to go for people who are under you. And that's why you always hear, oh, you have beer goggles, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. You just finally, you're drunk and you're trying to fuck, and you know that's how it goes. That person is under me in terms of the ranking. They're going to feel like they're lucky to fuck me. It'll probably be like this great thing for them. We're all want to be the best person ever. So it makes you now ranked higher in some random person's life and all this bullshit. Super deep stuff, but like that you're not even actually thinking of. It's all just like super quick neurons firing that I'm breaking down, literally things that you don't even think of that are just instincts that over time and with maturity, you overcome those things and you realize they're stupid. Like, you should grow to the point, you should go from fucking girls who are younger than you, or
whoa.
I'm gonna take a sip break.
Sip break there with the Freudian slip.
Clip that one.
Freudian sip break.
Freudian slip. I'm gonna also hit the pen.
I think what it is I just have a different perspective than you, so I can't see it in the way you do. And maybe you're right, and I'm just naive.
Yep. So, what was I saying?
You were going off about the split second when you're making a decision for if you're going to go after a girl. And you said younger, but you meant less attractive than you.
You should go from trying to fuck girls who are less attractive than you to only trying to fuck girls who you don't feel you have a chance for. That should be the confidence level. Not that you don't have a chance for, but like, this girl is on my level or one level above or something, and like, I feel so good about myself. I feel like I'm deserving of that. Not, oh, maybe I could get this girl to fuck me. Like, I'm deserving of who I am now for this person who I'm reading as just being super attractive. You don't even know who it is. Because we've all met the super attractive person who's fucking sucks, you know? Like, It's a lot of fucking people. So, I don't know. A guy and a girl cannot purely be friends. Let's see what Truey has to say about it. I'm pretty confident it's going to be a bunch of no's. 61% say no.
So that they
And
cannot.
it has 2,000 votes. Here we go. Last one. Good. Dems that don't want to support socializing healthcare and education for all should get out now.
I'm not big on the whole, I'm a Dem.
Tribal shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just
vote for the good shit.
That's stupid. 60-40 on that, though.
Interesting.
That's how tribal things are.
That's dumb.
So I heard on Sam Harris's podcast with Jack Dorsey, the Twitter CEO, that they did this huge MIT did a huge like data survey for them, basically, that found people on the left, these are all like blue checkmark people who are journalists on the left, quote unquote, followed like no right-leaning people. Okay? Journalists on the right followed more left-leaning people than they followed right-leaning.
That's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think that is? And I have an idea, but what do you think it is?
So you said the right-leaning people
Follow the left, and
Left
the left
more than
doesn't
right?
follow the right.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. The right is normally seen as like stupid, not my opinion, everyone else's. So I don't know. Democrats are.
Well, what I think it is that when you look at the actual, when you get beyond all the like fringe, as I literally dubbed this, you can go back in Couch Talk Chronicles. I fucking swear to God, I said alt left well before Donald Trump. I said that shit like before the election, I'm pretty sure. And now everyone's fucking saying it. But if beyond the alt left's ideas, just as I am going beyond the alt right's ideas here, when I'm talking about your average Democrat and your average Republican, what were we just talking about?
The Twitter disparity between following.
Yeah. What I think it is when you look at the issues and when you look at the way that all the like can felons vote and all this stuff, blah, 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 all the liberal issues all passed, right? Across the board. And all of the Republican representatives won. And what that is there's a bunch of Republicans. And when it comes to like the moral argument, they don't have it. You know what I mean? Like this idea of pro-life shit and the way that they make it and they put God into stuff. I'm talking the classic Republican model. They don't have it anymore. All they have is all the ridiculous shit that the left does. All the dumbass shit that we're all like, what the fuck? Why are there a million gender names or whatever bullshit that the right think is ridiculous? And like, if you listen to right-wing politics, which I'm guessing most of you don't, because if you did, you would know the answer to this. I've already said, you would already know what I mean. When you listen to the right, when you listen to Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, and all that shit, Breitbart, Fox News, when you actually look at what the right is saying, it's all about the left. That's it. All they talk about is all these crazy ideas that the left have, and the left have this, and they spin things such as at the border, there was a bunch of fentanyl that was seized at the border, and Sean Hannity reported, and on Facebook, so this is even bigger than Sean Hannity just saying it. This is a post on Facebook. It said that 57 tons of fentanyl was seized at the border to make it seem like we need a wall. Mm-hmm. It was seized at an actual checkpoint. So the wall would not have made any difference. But they don't tell you that it's at the checkpoint.
The context is not there.
Right. And also, I've said this a million times before, and I will continue to say it because it's egregious. Fucking the Houston hurricane, when it was flooded, Fox News put out that the left, or Dems, DEMS, which is just so fucking stupid. They put out that Melania Trump, that the left and the Dems were outraged that Melania Trump was wearing heels. No one said anything about that. Someone made a joke, like Melania Trump so bougie she's wearing heels, but it wasn't like the left. No one said anything, but no one on the right that is not a journalist, who is a person, follows anything on the left unless it's troll following. So they don't see that people on the left are actually not outraged. They actually don't even know that she's wearing fucking heels. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And I know that this is the fact because people who are on my far right, my far left shit, were sharing that article saying this is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I continue to use this one because, as I said before about the tinfoil hat thing, I only try to say things that I I looked this up, and it did start with Fox News. So, you're getting fed all this bullshit, and I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about right now. But
I have no idea how this started. Oh, that question, truly. But yeah, I think my advice is to research specific policies. Don't just go with what your political party is saying.
If you have a political party, I honestly don't get you. How do you agree? You don't agree with anything that anyone who's close to you in your life, and you respect their opinions. You don't agree with every opinion they have, but you happen to be a Republican down the board. You happen to be a Democrat down the board. You fucking pussy. Next, Truey. This is the last one. I'm not even doing another one. We're out of here. That's it. We just did an hour and 40 minutes. Good job, Claire. Fun talk. Do you have anything to add?
Go to patreon.com/CJCouchTalk.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Very good. Your comic of the week for this week is Andrew Santino. Go check out his podcast, Whiskey Ginger. Go check out his albums, Say No More and Home Field Advantage. He also has the Showtime special. Go check it out on Showtime. Search Andrew Santino. He's very funny. Whiskey Ginger's, he's only been doing it for a couple months. It instantly grew into one of my favorite podcasts. He's the best guest on podcasts. He's like how Theo Vaughn wasn't really a big deal, quote unquote, and then he went on to a bunch of podcasts and crushed his way into stardom. That is what Andrew Santino is doing right now. So catch him before he becomes the next Theo Vaughn. Catch him now. He's already pretty much there. Andrew Santino, very funny guy. He's your comic of the week. I'm going to give you a little bit of one of his stand-up bits, and I'll be right back for the outro. I love ya. Okay, so for some reason, my computer is not downloading the Andrew Santino bit, so I'm going to have to use it for the next episode. I want to enjoy my night. It's already 11 p.m. I want to give this to you. So I'm not going to be stressing myself out waiting for it, staying up all late for this shit. I already just gave you an hour and a half. What more do you want from me? It's an hour and 39 minutes, 11 seconds, ticking to 13 now. We are on fire. I love you so much. Please go to patreon.com/CJCouchTalk if you'd like to help support the show in terms of finances. $1 once, $1 a month, however you want to do it, any amount of money. Patreon.com/CJCouchTalk, youtube.com/CJ Couch Talk. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. It is at CJ Couch Talk. And if you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, CJCouchTalk@gmail.com. Shout out Bluff God for making me this outro and the intro. That's that. I got nothing more to say other than thank you very much, Claire. You were a great guest, great off mic, great personality. I loved it. Sorry I got so buzzed. If you didn't like the episode, that's fine. I got more coming. Episode 308 will be coming to you this week. I already gave you the month of February's guest schedule. Expect all sorts of solos in between that. Expect content from Yellowbird Home Buyers. Follow them on Instagram and all the social media platforms. Yellowbird Home Buyers. That's where I'm working. That's where I'm twerking. But not where I'm jerking, because no masturbating at work. That's it, baby. I love you so much. I will talk to you, I don't know when. It's Tuesday now. Maybe on Thursday. Definitely by Friday. I love you. Enjoy the rest of this Bluff God beat. Bye. I love you.